Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. Make sure to subscribe guys, because we are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, so yeah, help me out there. And until the end of the year, that's my goal. So yeah, today we are flying out some Chinese aircraft that use the PL-5 to test a little bit of the PL-5 after the update. It will be probably the last video testing it out, the new missiles, not new missiles, but the new ways that the IR missiles are working in War Thunder. And yeah, all the missiles are basically the same, having the same kind of like change. There are some minor ones that really got something different, like the AIM-9J. I might do a video specifically on the AIM-9J or even the R60 tomorrow, but I'm already kind of tired and this will be the last video of today. So yeah, but the PL-5 is one of the missiles that everybody talks a little bit about it. There are some crazy people in my opinion that even say that this missile is the best missile in the game. I'm looking at you, Toilet, you know who you are. That basically consider this missile one of the best in the game, and it's just it really isn't. It is a very good one, but its age is starting to show. There isn't much of a problem for the aircraft that we have right now. We have only 11.0s that are actually using these missiles. I think the J, I don't remember what BR the J70 is, but even if it's 11.3, it kind of doesn't matter too much, and the missile itself, it's fine for its BR. Of course, it has its problem of dealing with 4th generation aircraft sometimes, and to be honest, I mean, we do have 11.0s from the Soviet Tech 3 that use all aspect missiles such as the R60M, so I guess we can have kind of an argument there that maybe we should see a new version of the PL-5 coming up for these nations. Maybe the PL-5C, I think it was the first one that it was actually all aspect, not by much, but it was. And then afterwards, of course, in more versions of the J8, maybe the J10 in the future, the Su-27SK aircraft, like not the SK, but J11s and aircraft like that, we can see the PL-5E, which would be highly different and way better than the PL-5B that we have right now, right? So far so good, kinda, you know. Having the PL-5B, I guess you can have an argument, as I said, to having a better version, but it is a missile that can deal with targets even after the quote-unquote nerf. If you don't know, as I was saying at the start of the video, everything was changed in the IR missiles, specifically in the way that missiles actually detect targets, the way that heat signatures are actually working in aircraft. It is a little bit different now, especially for afterburning aircraft. So it now has kind of a new detection way of actually detecting people from the plume of heat that it is generated by the afterburner, right? So every missile that you will see in the game is basically changed after that. The AIM-9L was specifically changed. For example, it was nerfed in other ways, was changed in other ways. But most missiles will feel like this. It feels like it is more sensitive to flares, not by much, but it is. And also a little bit more, just a little bit better detecting targets. So you will see that you can detect some targets from further away, you know, and even especially these missiles, the non-all aspect missiles that we have in game, they became a little bit of an all aspect kind of situation. It's difficult to find an aircraft that the PL-5 in this example actually feels like an all aspect missile. I didn't fight any F-14s. I think the F-14 is the maximum on the side of heat spectrum, generating spectrum, right? But I didn't face any of them, and it honestly will be the only aircraft that you actually feel that difference, because everything else you will see some examples of actual targets that you can actually deal in a certain level of all aspect capabilities, but it is very limited. It is not something that these missiles will be able to do. The PL-5B, it is not still an all aspect missile, but looking like a kind of side aspect of things, I mean, it can be dealt with, like this one, for example. The target was kind of in a diagonal kind of head-on, the MLD there. And the missile could actually detect the afterburning engine behind the aircraft. So even though it is harder, it can do it. It is just not as good as an all-aspect missile, but it will be doing that. The bad part is that it will be a little bit more susceptible to flare, so be careful with that in that sense. Because you will be wanting to shoot that missile in that sense. If the guy shoots one missile, it's basically done and done. One flare, I mean. The missile will miss. There's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, it's problematic, but yeah, you don't feel a lot of difference. But anything else is just an amazing missile. I mean, as you see, a lot of like side aspects, you can do it. Of course, remember, like people that are flying really fast, you can detect it from a head-on pass from further away. Because not only the afterburning will be there, but also the friction with the air will be there as well. So I think I misspelled as attrition in the later videos that I did today, but nonetheless, it is able to detect the target with the heating of the fuselage when it's flying very high, in high speeds, right? So it is a way that you will see the missile actually dealing with targets that are flying really high and fast, you know, but it's not something common. So normally you will not feel these differences, okay guys? It is only I swear to you, it's only like minorly feelable in one specific scenario that it is kind of side aspect side of things. You will feel that it is easier to detect the target with these missiles that are not all aspect, but they have these kind of capabilities, you know, for very, very hot targets that are full afterburner. So there's nothing else to say, because the missile itself, it is basically the same. I think there is an argument there to have better missiles for these aircraft, better Chinese aircraft with better missiles. So more versions of the G8, for example, or something like that. It could carry better missiles with better radars and stuff as well. But anything else is fine for now. These 11.0s are pretty alright. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me or not. Okay? See you.